What's up, YouTube family? Welcome to another video. My name is Chris. If you're new here, hope you guys are having a phenomenal Tuesday. Well, actually, by the time you see this video, it will actually be uploaded Wednesday. So I guess hope you guys are having a fantastic Wednesday, I guess. All right, guys, as you can tell by the title of the video, just a Q&A. I did reach out through Instagram, just Q&A, just questions that you guys may want to know about me, about the journey that I've went through, or things that I may be having going on currently. I would like to do that one day with y'all, with my subscribers, but unfortunately, due to strict policies, I have to be monetized first, which is 1,000 subscribers. So that's actually the goal that we're working towards. So again, let's get that subscriber count up, because once when I get monetized, when I get 1,000 subscribers, then that's when we start getting paid. So let's get right to it. And guys, I'm just gonna tell you right now, like, I don't know what's going on with my voice, but for like all day today, I've been kind of like sounding like a dragon, like just clearing out my throat. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, we're gonna try to get through it though. Anyway, all right, so let's jump straight into it. All right, so the first question that I had, which was, any goals for 2024? And yes, so one of the main goals that I have by the end of December is to be monetized, having 1,000 subscribers or 400 watch hours, either one of the two, but 1,000 subscribers is what would really help. YouTube has always been a dream of mine, something that I've always wanted to do. I started my YouTube journey back in March of 2023, and I was very consistent with posting at least 1 or 2 videos a week. However, in July, I kind of just, I don't know, I just went, I don't know if it was a funk or whatever, but I kind of just chilled on it. And when you don't post consistently, the algorithm will, in a sense, kind of like forget about you. And so it's like you kind of have to like restart over again. So I did post a vlog in September. That was when Drake came into town. That was when I did the Drake vlog. However, that video didn't get much like views or anything like that, because again, if you don't post for a while, the algorithm will forget about you. So didn't post at all for the rest of 2023. So my goal going into 2024 was to not give up on this dream, continue being a YouTuber. I love being a YouTuber. I love telling the story. I love bringing you guys into my lives. I love interacting with you guys. So that is my main goal of 2024, to be monetized with 1,000 subscribers. Another goal, just little miscellaneous goals. I want to get a new apartment, go back into the apartment, you know, back into that living lifestyle that I used to live before I came here. You know, it's always okay to take a step back. Obviously, I had this place that I'm living now. It's not the best place to live, but working on my credit, working on building my credit, and so that way I can, you know, get into either a better apartment or get a house. So that is my 2 main goals for 2024. So that is that right there. All right, second question was, what lessons did you learn on your weight loss journey? So the thing is that I've always been fit, like my whole life. So I'm 37 years old. I've always been fit. But you know how like whenever you kind of get involved in a relationship, you gain that happy weight. So I had gained like unrecognizable weight. Like it was crazy. Like it was, I didn't even recognize myself. It was so bad to where like I couldn't even look myself in the mirror. So I started my weight loss journey in, I want to say it was July of 2022. Now, I mean, I'll be honest with you, obviously, you know, just having gone through a separation, you know, I think you can usually use times like that, like to become like the best version of yourself, and to do what's best for you, and to not think about anything else. And you always have to use that as motivation to help better you, yourself, your life, to become a better person health-wise, a better person, better father, coworker, friend, whatever the case. So I never had to lose weight ever in my life. So it was a bit of a journey, because I didn't know what I needed to do to lose weight. You know, I was like doing cardio and stuff, but it just wasn't working. So it really just came down to like just eating better. And I also implemented a lot of fasting. So fasting was something that I was doing long before, And fasting really does help. You just have to do it very carefully, and do it. When I say carefully, I mean you don't want to like starve yourself to death, but try to limit sugars. I limited sugars. I limited, junk food. I limited Cokes. I limited alcohol. I did all that kind of stuff to try to help. And if you do that, mix it with intermediate fasting, it could definitely, you'll see changes really quick. But again, guys, like for me, for my mindset, there was just a lot of stuff that I was going through that I used going to the gym as a distraction. And it was something that kind of just made me angry to where I'm just like, I want to lose this weight. I want to lose this weight because I want to become the best version of myself. So it was a bit of a journey. Like I said, there was just a lot that I had motivated me to go into that. So anybody could do it. I know it may be hard. It's always hard getting back into the gym because you just don't know what to do, and you're always going to be tired, out of shape. Just get that first workout in, get back in there slowly but surely, baby steps. Don't go in there thinking that you got to do everything all at once and that you're going to see results. Be patient. That's also another thing that I've learned about my journey, just be patient and you'll see results. And before you know it, you'll be sexy. Third question was, what inspired you to do content, or what inspired you with your content? So as I mentioned, guys, there was a lot of stuff that I had to win through last 6 months of 2022 to where I felt like I didn't have a purpose in life, just because there was just so much that I had lost, going through a separation, having to find like a place to stay. I didn't feel like I had direction. And I don't know, it was just a lot that I was going on. But then I realized, like, this is life. This is life. Change is a part of life. You have to adapt to change. And the change may be bad. You may be going through some stuff, but you going through that is what will build your character. It will build your character, and ultimately you become a person that you never thought that you could be, and you end up learning so much from yourself. So I wanted to use what I was going through as far as like depression, just going through things how I'm trial and error. Like I said, going through a separation, just learning how to adjust to life, because it was a new life that I was living, and I needed to adapt and change very quickly. And I was able to do it. It wasn't easy. It was not easy, but I was able to do it, with self-reflecting, looking myself in the mirror and just like, yo, Chris, you can't just be crying all the time, man. Do something with your life, man. So I wanted to use my experiences to help other people who may be going through the same thing. And not only that, but being a content creator, a YouTuber, was something that I've always aspired to help other people. That's just my heart. I love helping people. And if that's something that I could do if I could use my platforms to help you guys with what you guys may be going through, whether, if it's like relationship issues, how to deal with, friendship issues, family issues, those are things that I aspire to help other people. So using my experience, using my heartbreak, using all of that is what helped me to want to be a content creator. All right, next question was, how did you heal after everything you've been through recently? Okay, that's a good question. How did I heal? Okay, so it's a process. It's a process. You're not gonna have it all figured out. You're gonna have to take the time that you need, whatever the situation may have been. You may have lost somebody through death. You may have lost somebody through a separation, through a divorce. You may have lost somebody, a family member, coworker, I don't know, daughter, mom, dad, son, brother. You may have lost somebody to where it has caused you to not be like yourself. And so you need to start the process of healing. What I always tell people, and what I did, was I took the time that I needed to process it. It's okay to not have everything figured out. You need to take the time that you need to process. It's baby steps. You have to take baby steps. If you go out there thinking that you got it all figured out, you're in for a rude awakening, and that could actually backfire. So surround yourself with people who will care for you, who will love you, and that will also help to heal. And also another thing too, daily affirmations. Daily affirmations, like telling yourself that I am worth it. I have a good heart. I know what I have to offer in this world. I know what I have to offer in somebody's life. So daily affirmations could definitely help you. And also another thing too, journaling. Journaling helps, like, it's like magic. So instead of like having to go to other people to vent and just bore them with everything that you got going on, because you know they may have lives going on, and they may just have life in itself, and obviously they're trying to hear you going through your stuff. You may eventually feel like you're being a burden on them. So just journal, because it actually helps, because you're putting your thoughts on paper, and that will help with healing, believe it or not. That was something that I started doing. I started doing that way in the beginning of, middle of 2022, after when I was going through everything. Journaling, daily affirmations, and just getting yourself out there, just putting yourself out there and just adjusting to life. Because if you just stick around in just a hole all day and just being sorry for yourself, you're not going to be able to heal. Whatever the situation was, take the time that you need, process it, work on yourself. It was something that you did that caused whatever the mess was. Focus on it, become the best version of yourself, so that way it doesn't happen again. If it was someone who wanted to remove themselves out of your life, take it with a grain of salt, become the best version of yourself. Don't chase, don't beg, move on and move forward in life. And just be thankful for those who love you, who care for you, who will surround you with love and nourishment. That is how you heal. Take the time that you need for yourself. Your happiness begins with you, and you control that. What obstacles did you go through to get where you are today? Definitely trial and error. So the last 6 months of 2022 was basically, I needed to find myself. Going into 2023, that was when I was able to kind of practice everything that I've learned. And like I said, trial and error. After when I felt like I was healed enough to move forward in life, I started dating again. I started just kind of living my life, started to just do things. I started to live free. I didn't want to think about anything. All I could think about was, I've been through a lot. So I'm just gonna live my life. I'm gonna go out and I'm just gonna just have fun, date, do whatever. And there was a couple of times to where like I kind of splurged on finances and stuff, and I kind of put myself in a financial situation to where, I'm going out, spending money, because I ended up making more money with where I was working, and then I ended up I have a side hustle that brings in more money. So I was just kind of being just careless with my finances, and with the whole dating thing, just kind of like just allowing certain people in my life without actually really just kind of just taking a step back, just realizing like, hey, this is not for you. Just take a step back, pump the brakes, and just like I said, it's all about timing. Live your life, but don't go too crazy. Those were obstacles that I went through. I learned so much about myself. I learned to love myself. I've learned of what I would tolerate, what I will not tolerate. So I'm very thankful for the obstacles that I went through, because it made me into the best version of myself. And I wish that, I could have been this person that I am now, in past situations. But hey, God doesn't make mistakes. He puts you through situations so that we can learn. And I believe that's what he did with me. So going into 2024, I'm very excited to what life has to offer with me, because I'm good. I'm good with where I am in life. So that's how I was able to handle it. Why do you always post Drake songs on your post? What is your favorite Drake song? Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, so anytime I create reels, or if I just create a post, you can add like clips of music on there. So I do add Drake. Drake is like my favorite artist. He's always been my favorite. Just lyrically, with his lyrics, he's just crazy. I know there's like the whole thing about, well, no, J. Cole's better, Kendrick Lamar is better, Drake's better. And some people will say it's not even a comparison, but Drake is my favorite. So I love adding his music to my clips, to my reels. And everybody loves Drake, so I feel like everyone could relate. As far as the favorite song, as I answered on here, he has way too many good songs to name a favorite, but on his new album, For All the Dogs, track number 1, which was Virginia Beach, that song was really good because it cuts deep, and you know, you get that side of Drake to where he's, you know, vulnerable, and then you get that side of Drake to where he's just going ham with his lyrics. So Virginia Beach, for now. I have been following you in your journey since your divorce. Have you dated since then? So I wasn't married. It was just the separation. I was not married. And first off, I appreciate you following me. And if you've noticed the level up, you know, from where I was, that's good. That's good because I want to inspire that to other people. I have dated since then. And because like I said, you need to heal first. You don't want to get out of something, especially if it was long term, and then jump into something without taking the time to heal, without taking the time to process. But most importantly, without taking the time to work on yourself. Work on yourself. Figure out the things that you could do better. Figure out the things that maybe you did too much of, maybe the things you did too less of. You don't have to be perfect, but be the best version of yourself before you go into a next relationship, because you want that person to get the best version of you. And that's what I did. I didn't rush into anything. Now, like I said, when I was going into 2023, I was kind of like just experimenting around, but I realized that, you know, either moving too fast or just maybe just not picking the right ones. I don't know. But yes, you know, just I have dated since then. But, you know, definitely take your time with it. Don't be an idiot. Don't go around just being a hoe, I guess. So that's how the way I was able to handle that. Was it hard to date again, and are you single? So I'll answer the second question, and I'm assuming that this is a follow-up to the last question. Am I single? I'm actually taken for granted. No, I'm kidding. No, I am currently single right now. No rush. You know, I'm just living my life right now. So, like I said, I believe God does things, you know, in mysterious ways. So, hey, whenever He's ready to bring that person my way, you know, they're gonna get the best version of me. So, as far as the other question, was it hard to date again? I don't know if it was necessarily hard. You know, I think maybe nerve-wracking, I guess, because when you're in someone's life for so long, you know, and then when you are living a different life, it's a part of change, like how the way I explained, and you just have to adjust to that change. And that's how the way it was for me. So I tried not to think too much about it. My past is my past. I don't look back. I took the time that I need to heal, and there's not really anything much that I need to I don't need to make my life difficult because of something that was in my past. Whether if it was the people in my past, they're in my past for a reason. So it could be nervous, but you don't need to necessarily make it difficult. But again, I stress that before you start dating again, you have to take the time. You have to take the time that you need to heal, because if you're just going in to not healed yet, not knowing what you want, and then if you go date somebody else and that person may be fully invested in you while you may not be fully invested in them because you're just using them as a rebound, or just because you're not fully healed yet and that you just need attention, that could backfire on you. So take the time that you need to heal first before you go in on any dating apps or just trying to meet anybody in general. Because then at that point, yes, it will be difficult, but your life should not be difficult based off your past, you know. So that's how the way I was able to handle it. And once when I started doing it more frequently, just kind of getting out there, it got easier, you know, day by day. So that's actually all the questions. But one thing I will say to you guys is, one thing I will say with the stuff that I've been through, it has made me into the person who I am today. I'm not happy about the things that may have happened, but I am happy for the experiences, because without those experiences, I would not be who I am today. You need to go through life. You need to get your heart broken. You need to get cheated on. You need to be lied to. You need to have that family member betray you. You need to have that coworker that boss fire you. You need to have that friend, you know, screw you over, stab you in the back. You need to have stuff like that happen to you, because that's what builds your character. You know, how the way you handle it, and handle it the best way that you can. Don't be stupid about it. You need things to happen. You know, life is not all peaches and cream. And once when you realize that, and once when you get through it, and you surround yourself with people who will care for you, you know, none of that fake stuff. Don't have people in your life who are fake with you. Have the people who are real with you, because those people who are real with you is what's going to make you even better every single day. Level yourself up, level up your goals, level up your mindset, level up your finances, level up your fashion, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, change is inevitable. There's not anything you can do about that. If you lost a loved one, pray about it. Just know that they're watching down on you, and take the time that you need to heal, because time will get better. If you were separated, if someone ghosted you, dipped on you, take it for what it is and work on yourself. Don't chase, don't beg. Everything's going to work out. Everything's going to be okay. What you're going through, you were actually meant to go through what you're going through, because without it, if you're not making mistakes, then you're not learning. So you got to go through this stuff. Everything's going to be okay. And just keep doing what you're doing, guys. If you didn't make it to the end of this video, I ask that you smash that like button. Comment on anything of any of the questions that were on any of the answers, or any of the questions that were asked to me. Comment anything that you may have an opinion of, and like, comment, subscribe. Let's get the subscriber count up. And as always, guys, until next time, peace.